So in this video we discuss about the class C power amplifier. Okay, this is a circuit diagram of the class C power amplifier. So here the load resistance is replaced by the tuned circuit. Next the bias resistor is connected across your base terminal. Okay, the main purpose of bias resistor is to pull down the Q point below the cutoff region. Okay, so here the Q point is placed below the cutoff region. This is done by the your biasing resistance. So this is a circuit diagram of the class C power amplifier. Next this is the waveform your class C power amplifier. Okay, so here the circuit, the output waveform has one half cycle. Next half cycle it has small portion, so that small portion is added to the past cycle. Okay, this is the class C power amplifier output waveform. Next, what is the operation of the class C power amplifier? So in class C power amplifier, transistor conduct for the less than one half cycle period of the input. Okay, so the conduction angle, is reduced. So the reduced conduction angle increase efficiency. So here it is not used in the audio amplification, and this class C power amplifier used in the high frequency oscillator and the amplification of the radio frequency signal. Okay, the class C power amplifier used in the high frequency oscillators. Okay, the biasing resistance pull the Q point below the cutoff region so that the transistor conduct only after the input magnitude is greater than the base emitter voltage. Okay. Next, the tuned circuit is used as a load. When the input signal is applied to the tuned circuit, okay, it starts resonating at the frequency of the input signal. So the transistor produces the series of the current pulse based on the input. Okay, by selecting the proper L1 C1 value, the resonance can be achieved. This resonance frequency is extracted by the tuned load at the output. So here the harmonic can be eliminated by adding the filter to the circuits. Okay, this is the main operation of the class C power amplifier. So this is the output waveform. So here the Q point is below the cutoff region, that is bottom of your bottom line. Okay, so here the output waveform. Okay, here VC and IC. Okay, so here see that the output waveform has the less than 180 degree. Okay, so this is about the class C power amplifier. Next is class D power amplifier. So this is a circuit diagram of the class D power amplifier. So here there will be a comparator. The sawtooth waveform generator is connected at the negative terminal of, that is inverting terminal of your op amp. Okay, the output of op amp, thus comparator goes to the amplifier stage. The output of the amplifier is connected to the low pass filter. The whole output of the circuit is given as a feedback to the comparator. Okay, that is connected to the non-inverting terminal of your comparator. So here the input waveform and the sawtooth waveform both are compared. Okay, when the input waveform magnitude is greater than the sawtooth waveform, then we generate the pulses. These pulses are amplified. Okay, the amplified pulse. So the amplified pulse will be converted in the sinusoidal signal by using the low pass filter. So the main purpose of the comparator is to generate the pulse width modulated signal. Okay, the amplifier is amplify this pulse width modulated signal. Next, the main purpose of low pass filter is combine the all pulse width modulated signal and get the original sinusoidal signal. That is the basic of the class D amplifier. So here the input is applied to the non-inverting terminal of the comparator. The sawtooth waveform is applied to the inverting terminal. Based on this, the comparator produces the output pulse width modulated waveform. Okay, this pulse width modulated waveform is amplified by the amplifier. Okay, the transistor in the amplifier circuit just act as a switch. This low pass filter convert the pulse waveform back into the sinusoidal signal. Okay, here the theoretical efficiency of class D power amplifier will be 90%, and this is the waveform of the class D power amplifier. Next type, that is class AB amplifier. So this is circuit diagram of the class AB amplifier. The main purpose of class AB amplifier is to avoid the crossover distortions. So here the output waveform has positive cycle, and next is some portion of the next negative cycle. So here the transistor always in the active region. Okay, when you apply the input, suddenly it goes into the active. So that is the transistor always nearer to the active region. When you apply the input waveform, the transistor goes into the active region suddenly. Okay, for that reason the diode is connected at the base terminal of your base terminal. The diode is connected at the base terminal. So this is the operation of the class AB amplifier. Okay, the main purpose of class AB amplifier to overcome the crossover distortions. So the biasing is adjusted to just overcome the VB of the transistor. So for that, the Q point is slightly above the cutoff region. So in class AB amplifier, the push-pull stages are biased into the slight conduction even when no input signal is present. Okay, this is done by the diode or the voltage divider arrangement. Okay, using the equal value of R1 and R2, the positive and negative supply voltage force the voltage at point A to the equal to 0 volt, so that it eliminates the need of for an input coupling capacitance. Okay, when the diode D1 and D2 are closely matched to the characteristics of the transistor BE junction, then the current in the diode and the current in the transistor are the same. So for that reason, the transistor is near into the active region. So the each transistor is conducting on for little more than half cycle of the input waveform. The small biasing of the class AB amplifier configuration, they improve both the efficiency and the linearity. So this is the output waveform of the class AB power amplifier. So it has the positive cycle, and in negative cycle some portion of the negative cycle is added to the positive cycle. This is the output waveform of your class AB amplifier. So this is about the